Hi, friends. Mike Goldstein, Easy Dating Coach here. We are here for another round of client questions, dating coach answers. This is part 4, and the topic is dating age appropriate. Love this question. This is a pretty big problem, and I'm going to speak from the New York City perspective because the age ranges I know a little better. But anyway, no matter what city you're in, you need to know kind of where it is. Like, for example, in the South, people might get married a little earlier, but here in New York City, it definitely takes a little bit of time. Anyway, I do have one female client who is in her mid-30s, and she's constantly dating someone in their 20s or late 20s. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing? New York City, a lot of these 20-year-olds, they're just looking to, unfortunately, just to have that sexual experience, and they're not looking to settle down. So what I'd say is if you're, in your 30s, try to date someone in your 30s or maybe a little bit older. I would say for the most part, guys in the New York City area, I mean, this is a big, there's obviously a lot of upset, a lot of instances where this number is wrong, but until you get to at least 28, a lot of men are not interested in settling down. Of course, there are plenty that are. But anyway, what kind of signals could you be looking for, or what can you look from a guy that he's more mature and or more mature early and ready to settle down? Is start asking questions on dates that kind of hint at it, but more so see how he acts. If he's not trying to get in your pants and is doing all the nice things of courting you, paying for the bill, holding the door, putting your coat on, and then walks you home and doesn't try to come upstairs and then ask you on a second date, a third date, and still is trying to really get to know you, that's a good sign. But then kind of ask what his goals are. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What are you looking for? Would you ever want to have children? Would you ever want to get married at some point? And if so, when do you see yourself getting married? Like, these are real questions that you can ask on a date. I think we get away and we're so scared and we just kind of ask, like, silly things like, what'd you do in high school? Did you play any sports? And just stuff that, is nice to know, and that's fine. But at some point on a date, we really need to get to the meat and potatoes. And it's going to make for such a better date because you're really learning about the person. And I think you're going to build a much stronger connection on the date when you're getting to know what their hopes, their dreams are. So let's kind of get out of our little box and start asking, some tougher questions, and we'll get the answers. And quite frankly, we won't waste time on people that don't have the same goals as us. So anyway, good luck. And I do have an 80 tactical dating questions for free. So if you sign up for my newsletter at easydatingcoach.com, I send that to you for free. And that should give you a lot of great dating questions that you can ask to really find out who people are. So anyway, good luck with that, and we'll see you next time.